So what we got going on here, we cut this piece out. As you can see, it's a little bit rounded, mostly on the edge, not a whole lot. But it was so thin and pitted in the back, we had to come up to where the metal could be welded to, which is about there. Now, I think we're going to be good. We'll weld it right in the middle. There might be a little bit of a soft piece here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and weld this in. We can cut this out later. We'll know as soon as we throw a bead of weld on it. If it just wants to blow through, we may have to cut a piece out. Now to make this piece, all I did was throw this down on top and push it flat against the steel. And to get a little bit of a round in it, because it's going to be flat up here and it goes round, I grabbed a piece of wood. You can see there's saw marks in it. And basically I put my piece in here like this, just pulled it through, gently tapping it with a body hammer. This guy right here, you can see how it has a little bit of a round on it. And once we got it to curve this way, I just kind of manipulated it gently with my thumb all the way down till it fit there just by setting it on. I put a piece of tape because, you know, when you start filming, they tend to fall off. We're going to shave a little bit more off that end. It's nice to make it a little bigger and creep up to it. And that way we can do what we did at the other side where we did that little patch there. We can put a little bit of a 45 on it, weld it in. And I remove this the same way as I removed the other stuff by opening this up, cutting it off. You can see the bad spot in the metal there. This is all kind of pitted here. Goes up to about here. So we're going to replace a piece of that. The rest of it in there will neutralize. We've already sprayed some stuff on it to neutralize it, but we'll do it again. It can't hurt. So this piece is what went here. Now I did masking tape that all up. So a good example of that, this right here was actually going to be that piece, and I ended up not using it at all. I used the metal for the template. But here we had a template, and then from this line out I added, which will get us the whole thing in one piece. But this piece right to here could be flat, and then we'll go further. How to explain that? That piece will so once that's steel, this will be flat all the way to here, and we can bend it down. When we go to bend this edge back up to catch in there, we'll probably have to use a shrinker stretcher on this. We'll probably split this here because to flatten this out, to cut our piece of steel, we can't push this down without cutting from the middle out. So we're going to have to put a pie wedge, like put a little piece in like a wedge. The other thing you could do is make it less complicated than this. Now this point here is going to go from here to here and turn into nothing, which is hard to see because that was so rotten we don't have much of that left. But you can see how we could make just the flat piece up to the other piece. Yeah, it's hard to do this with just the one hand, but that piece would be flat right up to that corner like so. But we'll try to make it in one piece, and if for some reason it gives us a bit of a problem, we'll cut the flat piece out, make the flat piece, then we can just trim this in after. So as bad as this was and pitted, we don't want to destroy this because see, we have that template there for that piece. That's the side. And then I'm going to put it in the frame of the phone here. That's basically the flat piece. And then up top, we're going to have to template that piece once we get the rest in, because all that was just, there was nothing there. It was really bad.